Hello and welcome to my channel. Maybe some of you would like to work with this stitch pattern. It's very easy, very simple, goes really fast. I'm gonna use 3.0 millimeter crochet hook. This stitch works with even numbers, so I have here, I chain 12 chains. And after you chain your even number, you're gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain from the hook you're gonna do single crochet and then single crochet in each chain until you finish that row. This stitch, for this one, it's best if you do first 3 rows of single crochet. So I have here 3 rows of single crochet, and then you're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're gonna turn your work, and now yarn over the hook. We're gonna skip the first, the second stitch, and into the third stitch we're gonna do a double crochet. We're gonna chain 1, chain this a little bit loose, yarn over the hook, skip the next stitch, and into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next double crochet, and so on. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next, which is the last stitch, we're gonna do a double crochet. Now you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna do 3 rows of single crochet. So the first stitch, it's here, we're gonna do single crochet, and then we're gonna work into the chain. That's why I said chain a little bit loose, and it's easy to go through the chain. Then we have the stitch, single crochet, the chain, single crochet, the next is the stitch, single crochet, and so on. You're gonna do single crochet in each stitch and in each chain. So you're gonna do like 3 rows of single crochet. So now at the end we did into the last stitch the double crochet from the previous row. We did a single crochet, and now we have the chain 4. What we're gonna do, we're gonna count from the bottom of the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Yeah, we're gonna skip the first, the second, and into the third chain we're gonna do a single crochet. Then we're gonna go below to the second chain, and we're gonna do single crochet, and we're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now we have to do 2 more rows of single crochet. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and so on. So in each stitch we're gonna do single crochet. I think this is nice for, I don't know, maybe a vest. You can do a placemat, you can do even a summer blanket if you like, a tablecloth with a very thin yarn. I think it's nice. Single crochet in each stitch. The last stitch, single crochet. So we did 2 rows of single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna do 1 more row of single crochet. So the first stitch is here. It's very easy, this one, especially for you guys, the beginners. This will be a nice project to do, like a tablecloth or a placemat. And this stitch, even though it's not somewhat reversible, but it looks nice even for a scarf if you like. You will not see much the difference the front of the work and back of the work. So we did 3 rows of single crochet. Now we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when you're gonna reach that row that you have to work in this chain, so you're gonna work into the second and the third chain. Turn your work, yarn over the hook. So again, we're gonna skip the first stitch. So the first stitch is the stitch that this chain is coming from. Yeah? We're gonna skip the first, the second, and into the third stitch we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, make that chain loose a little bit, skip the next stitch, and into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch and into the next, double crochet, chain 1, and we have 2 stitches left. We're gonna skip 1 stitch and into the last stitch of the row, double crochet. Then you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now you're gonna work into the stitch, single crochet. Then you're gonna go through the chain, single crochet. Then we have the stitch next, single crochet. So you're gonna alternate stitch, chain, until you finish this row. And after you do this row, you're gonna do 2 more rows of single crochet. It can't get any easier than this. It's quite easy, and it looks quite nice, and especially if it's vertical for a scarf, for example. So we have the chain 4 here. So we're gonna skip the first chain, we're gonna skip the second, and we're gonna work first into the third chain, and we're gonna do a single crochet, and then we're gonna go below into the second chain, and through that we're gonna do single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now you're gonna repeat the row, 2 more rows of single crochet. So it looks like this. And I was thinking to like a scarf to be vertical. Yeah, it's really nice, of course with a thicker yarn. So this is the back of the work. So it's not much different than the first one. Yeah. Vertical. You can do a blouse with this stitch, even a blanket, but then you're gonna have to go on the sides of the blanket with 1 row of single crochet through each the double crochet and the single crochet rows. So if you like this, you can give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this stitch. Thank you for watching.